Hey yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the UnderSide-Podcast. Today I'm joined by LostCreed,
What's up, guys?
and this is our podcast, first podcast. We wanted to start a podcast. Well, I wanted to start a podcast just for fun, see where it goes, and the first episode and first couple episodes are gonna be introductions. There's gonna be more people on the show. There's gonna be a lot of other artists, a lot of other just random people that want to be on the show. So you see a lot of new faces around here, so don't be alarmed. Um, anyways, let's get right into it. I'm gonna introduce myself. I am Exotic. Um, I first started making music when I was 15. I basically started writing lyrics in my phone. And then I went out and made music. I used to be an engineer for my brother, Levi Spill. He'll be on the show soon. Yeah, I used to be an engineer. And then I started engineering myself on FL Studio. That's my first DAW I used. Yeah, and then my first song, I forgot the name of it. I can't remember the name. I should know that stuff, shouldn't I? Anyways, um, yeah, it got a lot of views on SoundCloud because that's when I first started at SoundCloud. And I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, by the way. Exotic EXOT1C. So yeah, look me up on there. That's basically my story. I'm pass off to Lost Creed.
Yeah. My name's LostCreed. A lot of the people that listen to my music have actually gone through some of the stuff that I'm going through now. That's why it's kind of like a melodic kind of thing. My first song that I ever actually posted was called "My Son." I've been through a lot of pain in my life to come up with that song, and the reason why I came up with that song is because my son is almost 6 months old now, and I have not seen him but twice. And I wanted something that when I'm gone, he can listen to and know that even though I wasn't around in his whole life or for his whole life, that I love him. He's my baby boy. I'll do whatever I can for him. I grew up in a shitty home. My mom didn't care about me. My dad was abusive and always told me I wasn't his. Um, so I kind of get the gist between like going from a broken home to where I was being abused constantly and nobody wanted me around. I was the firstborn, and it's pretty sad when you look up to somebody and they tell you that you're unwanted, that you should have been aborted. Um, I ended up getting with my baby's mother, and I thought everything was going good. So we're happy. I did everything I could for her, and it just went to a complete and utter hellhole. I ended up losing hearing in my right ear from when she hit me. I ended up with a busted open nose and a busted lip. Yeah, it sounds like I'm complaining about it, but I took it like a man. Never once put my hands on her, but I did come up with a lot of songs that are just so emotional that I can't post them because I can't listen to them. When I made one song, it's called Pain. Exotic was recording for me, and he had to pause it halfway through until I can get my act straight.
Yeah, it
Because
was really bad. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was like he was breaking down and stuff like that.
I've been through a lot. Um, I've always had to endure the worst. I've always had to try to keep picking up pieces of myself, no matter how small the pieces got, and just keep pushing forward. And I ended up coming up with this one song because I grew up being bullied in school and outside of school because I'm underweight. I'm severely underweight for my age. Um, I was always getting picked on, pushed around, jumped, all like all kinds of stuff, and I ended up coming out with Judgment, which is one of my best songs. And that song goes into detail about pretty much like everybody needs to respect one another, because no matter what, you never know what the person you're doing that stuff to is actually going through. They could have it a hell of a lot worse than you. And just because you think that your life is bad, there's somebody out there that's had it a lot worse. I mean, there was kids that bullied me that were never had any issues with their families, never had anything wrong. They always had his stuff handed to them.
I feel like that's the same with me, because, like, I was in school. I moved schools because I was bullied and stuff like that. And I realized, because I got put in a hospital for 6 days, and I realized that there's a lot more people out there that have a lot worse lives, about the same and worse, or more worse lives than me. I wasn't the only one that I used to think that I was the only one with mental illness, anxiety, depression. Um, but that wasn't the case. I realized that there's a lot more people out there with, like, a lot more worse than me. They did a lot worse. They did a lot. They acted different, not different in like a weird way, just different, like, because they were scared of people, scared of what would come out if they did something.
Exactly, and it got so bad through my life that I almost ended it. I almost completely just gave up. The one thing that stopped me was my youngest brother run up, knocked the gun out of my hand, and he had tears in his eyes. That's what made me straighten my act up. Because of the fact that I didn't realize that I wasn't just... I thought I was alone. I didn't think I had a small amount of people that actually cared about me. But now that I'm older and I'm actually kind of stable now, I mean, I'm not going to say I got the best life ever or I got the worst life ever. I don't know.
It's neutral.
There's people that, like Exotic said, have it so much worse than me. But it's just what you can endure. And I can go based off of what a lot of people are going through. That's why my songs touch notes about portions of my life and exactly what I've been going through and what I'm still fighting. So my songs aren't meant to be, oh, I feel bad for this guy. I pity him. I don't want pity. My music isn't meant for me. The songs I make are for the people that are struggling, and they are struggling with anything that's bothering them. Like, I can touch base with a lot of stuff going on with a lot of people because I've lived it.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a big thing. Anyways, let's get off that topic because I feel like it's getting, like, you know,
A little bit
deep and stuff like that. I don't want people triggered or anything like that.
Yeah.
Basically, this podcast is mainly about just music and how we came up, and, like, soon we're going to be talking about different stuff than music. This is just, the music thing is just going to be the first series of the season. Then we'll move on to season 2, and that's going to be just, like, that's going to be more about, I don't even know yet. Like, it's, like, this is just experimental at the moment.
Yeah, we're just planning stuff out as we go.
Yeah, like, right now we just planned it out. Basically, just, like, mainly just focus on you. Don't even focus on, like, anybody else around you. If you want to do something like make music, that's good. Like, if you want to make music, go for it. Like, I didn't think I was gonna be able to make music, and then I came up with it, and then I thought it sounded good, and then I changed my flow up a little bit, and I have unreleased songs right now that have my different flow on it. And in my opinion, they sound good. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't critiqued yet, but yeah, just like if you're starting out music, don't be ashamed. Don't be scared. Don't be like, what's another word? Um,
Don't worry about having bad criticisms. You're gonna
yeah,
get criticism no
yeah,
matter what.
because there's gonna be people out there that maybe it's not their style of music. They're gonna hate on you, but like that's just not their style of music. That's how it was for me, because like a lot of people it wasn't their style of music, so like they didn't like it. But yeah,
It's just like, okay, you have your flow, you have your style of music. That one person that doesn't like it, you could have 10 more people that do like it.
yeah, that overpowers it. And also back to the flow thing, don't go and steal other people's flows. Like if you're like an artist, like say for instance Juice WRLD, I really like Juice WRLD, is my idol. Rest in peace. Um, I think that a lot of people out there try to steal other people's flows, even if they're still living or if they're dead. That doesn't mean anything. Like just that's their thing. You don't need to find your own flow. Finding your own flow is the key to like making music and coming up as an artist
And putting
and
your
getting
heart
out.
into it.
Yeah, putting your heart into it too. Like getting out of that underground phase and getting noticed by other people like A&Rs and labels and stuff like that. Basically, that's just what you need to work on, and that's what you need to focus, put your head forth, and just go full force if you have to. Like, you don't need a much to start music. Like, I didn't have anything. Like, I had a USB mic. I didn't even have this mic. This mic I've had for like 5 years. I had a USB mic before. My brother had this one. I got it back from him like recently. I had a USB mic used to record on, and it sounded pretty good. But you don't really need much. Like FL Studio is like expensive. I know that. Use Audacity. Audacity is where I started, where my brother started, where everybody I think where everybody started. Ski Mask started on Ski Mask and X started on Audacity. Basically, that goes to say you don't really need much. Just like even mixing and what's the other word? Mixing and mastering your music, you don't need much either. Just like look up videos on YouTube, like how to mix this, how to mix that, or a certain part of your thing. That's what I did, and it made me more experienced in what I did. And
That's why I rely on him to mix and like mess with my music.
yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a professional, but like I'm more up there on the mixing and mastering part. I'm still learning about all that other stuff. Um, Anything else you want to say?
But yeah, one of the things is just because you have somebody that doesn't like your music, don't give up on it. I mean, I know from firsthand experience that no matter what you do, you're gonna want to give up because somebody doesn't like it. You're gonna have that no matter what you do. But if you keep putting the effort and you keep on trying, it's what makes it worth it in the end.
But also, speaking on that point, you don't want to work yourself too hard because there's writer's block and also there's music block, where you just like
We
you
both
just
had
yeah
music
we
block.
both I've had it and I just wanted to quit music because I just thought I didn't have it anymore. But give yourself some time. Like don't release music constant day after day. That's what I did. I messed up on that. Um, just like space it out. Like make like
Make like
say
make like
one
one song,
and then make
take
an EP
then take a couple of days off, and then come back and do it again
and don't post those until like you like until like
until you're ready.
ready. Yeah, until you're ready for like all that stuff that come up on you. Cause the criticism and stuff may stop you from doing that, and you don't want to listen to those people. I mean, you do want to listen to them. Criticism is good, but like haters, you don't want to listen to them. All they do is bring your like morale down. I feel like that's not good. And basically, yeah, just space out your music. Make sure you're ready for what's to come, ready for like all of that in the future. Make sure like you have stuff set forth for a good music path. Like for instance, like I said earlier, I posted constantly, day after day, and then I got writer's block, and I couldn't write anymore on my phone on my notes. And then, like, I just wanted to quit, and my brother told me to just take a few months, and then I got back into it. I took a break, I got back into it, and I was good to go. And then that comes with anything. Like, if you're, like, work hard too much, like, if you,
It's
like,
like doing the same job every day, giving it your hardest.
yeah,
You're gonna wear yourself out no
yeah,
matter what.
it's like working out. You're gonna tear something in your muscle or whatever.
But it's like with me. Like with me, I never thought I was gonna get into music. I can't sing. I never thought I could rap. I always had people sitting here whenever I decided I was gonna play a beat and try to rap to it. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's shit. Oh, that's crap. Like you just need to give up or go die in a hole."
I'm the one that got you music?
Yeah. Then I turn around, I sit here, and he played a beat, and I kind of got in the rhythm of it. And like before I realized it, I came out with, like I started coming up with lyrics in my head. All my music is from my heart. It's from everything that I've gone through. It's my stuff isn't like Exotics. My stuff isn't written down or
His is
anything
all
like that.
freestyled. It's
All
like
my stuff
off the dome.
is straight off the top of my head. And the reason why I don't want to write my stuff down is because to me, writing my stuff down, I can't read and rap at the same time because I can't put the emotion into it like I do when I freestyle. When I freestyle, you can feel exactly how I feel. And it's like with Exotic, like when I made that song Pain, he had to stop me because I got emotional and I broke down. I was, with that song, I started crying. It's because of the fact that that song hurt.
Wasn't it written down too?
No.
It wasn't written down?
No, that was a freestyle.
It was a freestyle?
And the reason why I only do freestyles is because of the fact that I don't have to focus on writing something down and reading it as well as try to put in
the same effort, like emotions and stuff like that, like
exactly.
Exaggeration, shit like that.
Yeah. So, like, my idol whenever I was growing up is Eminem by a long shot. My favorite song by Eminem is always going to be Mockingbird. Just because of the fact that now I know exactly how it was when he didn't have his daughters. When everything was falling apart in his life and he just wanted to do something to where he can take care of them and support them. That's where I'm at now. I'm doing whatever I can to support my son. And with my music, I get a lot of haters. But there's a lot of songs that I have. I think I have, like 44 songs? And I've only posted like 6 of them.
Yeah.
And the reason why I don't post the other ones is because they're too emotionally damaging for me. Because I know Pain was an emotionally damaging song. I know there was another one, From the Heart. I posted that one, and you could actually hear that I'm hurting. And it's not just hearing that I'm hurting, you can feel it.
Yeah. I felt a lot like in Pain. I felt that in his music. Also, like, that's a good thing, though, if you feel emotion in your own song, that means it's from the heart. And like, I feel like those sound better when it's actually a storytelling and actually like coming forth and saying like stuff to that's from the heart. It's not just random words like mumble rap, and not just like random things just popping up in your head, just saying it. It's actually from the heart going to your mouth and just spitting it out.
Like, y'all can look me up on SoundCloud. I got some of my songs. I got a lot more coming out. I just got to figure out which ones I actually want to post now. But look up on SoundCloud. It's LostCreed, and it's a red and black logo. But with that being said and everything, my best song that I've made for me personally is gonna be Judgment. If y'all go and run up Judgment, y'all will understand exactly what I mean by no matter what anybody's going through, there's always somebody that got it better, like got it worse, no matter what. Like I thought I had it bad, but in reality, it really wasn't what I thought it was. I thought that, oh, well, everything's going to crap in my life, so why keep on pushing forward? But then I ended up finding out that I got a healthy baby boy, and that's what gives me the drive. That's what keeps me going, no matter what.
You need to be motivated in your music. Like, just don't stop after one song thinking that's trash. Keep on going. Try new flows. Try new everything. Like, try anything that you can think of.
Put your foot in the water. See how you like it. Try to find your own flow. Don't copy anybody's flow. I mean, yeah, your flow might sound like somebody else, but in reality,
It's always unique. It's always unique because not nobody's vocals sound the same. It's always
exactly.
unique.
And not only that, but just because your flow sounds the same, your vocals and the way you put meaning into your music is the key points. It doesn't really matter about your flow as much as it means the emotion you put behind it and the drive you have.
Yeah. Well, I think that's gonna be in the this episode. So, thank you, LostCreed, for coming out.
Yep.
And thank you for your support. Make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss no episode or series. And yeah, I'll see you guys later in another episode. Peace.
Peace.